how to love. Maybe I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around and Sin City's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly where you're going. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm running out of time, so I hit the road in overdrive. I can see the sun light up the sky, baby. Sin City's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly where you're going. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Just walking by to let you know I can never say it on the phone. We'll never let you go this time. I said, oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. Oh, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust.
Well. We are hopefully back again, and hopefully we are live, right? If indeed I have got it correct. How long have I been doing it now? Oh, Jesus. What, 3 years, 4 years, maybe? I don't know. But still, every day, like a new day, right? Every day a school day when you've a memory like me, I guess. So, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, whatever, wherever you are in this absolutely insane world that we live in. Yikes, where do you even begin? Answers on a postcard, right? And I've kind of for a while now, I've wanted to do a live stream that is mainly focused on the war theater, the theater of war. You know, the Putin Zelensky. I mean, Biden, yikes. The rest of the actors, should we say, in this theatre of war that we are in. And quite a fitting day to be kickstarting it, I think, because yesterday there was seemingly what the Russians are calling an attempted assassination of their local hero, Vladimir Putin. So there's anger and frustration. Seemingly, they're already retaliating by, I don't know, blowing up some civilian street in Kiev. Yeah, that'll teach them. Yeah, totally right. We will get into that a wee bit more. I would be interested to hear what people think about yesterday's seemingly attack on the. I shouldn't laugh, but I mean we'll have a look at the video and we'll discuss it a wee bit more. We're going to have a look at the flight radar. So this series of live streams will be on the war theatre, current and previous, and also a combination of what I kind of started a few months ago. How long ago did I start? Maybe about 5-6 months ago. I started covering the flight radar in real time, which is something that I've been looking at for, I don't know, years now, to be honest. Mainly due to the horrendous crime that is so gigantic, so just horrendous that it's basically unimaginable. That is indeed the decades now of continued spraying, day in, day out. God only knows what. We probably wouldn't even want to know. Let's face it. It won't be good. Put it that way. Look at the world we're in. So it was mainly due to the spraying. I've been in the past few years looking at the flight radar, but obviously since the recent escalations maybe, since what they call the Russian invasion, I guess part 2 of Ukraine, because some people, they seem to forget. I mean, they invaded Ukraine in 2014. No one cared. No one batted an eyelid. I never seen a Ukrainian flag practically in my life until the media, them guys though, they put their spin on this, what they call new invasion of Ukraine, which is recent, right? And now everyone cares all of a sudden. What perfect timing when we're all on our knees. They want us to give all our hard-earned money to Ukraine, our military expertise, our military equipment to Ukraine. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. We are now heading into a new war order where we will live in a world where war is a basically daily occurrence. This fear of it. The fear, in regards to the fear, I don't think the fears really worked on the war side. So there's going to be more. They're going to have to up their game, right? And of course, yesterday we had a seemingly attempted assassination. But currently, speaking about fear, currently I can't help but feel the fear, the current drive for this fear of the masses is being mainly pushed in regards to AI. AI! Quick, run! Boston Dynamics are coming over the hill. The fear is, I mean, just about everybody that I've spoke to in regards to AI, they're like, oh no, AI, AI. It's like I thought they were going to have a heart attack. I shouldn't laugh, let's face it, but I can't help but think, well, I'm not really, I'm not really, I'm not really that fearful of it. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. I get the feeling if they're pushing the fear, then it's worth keeping an eye on, right? And they are pushing it big time at the moment. You had a guy who worked at Google, left Google, now he's exposing Google in AI like it's completely accidental and not planned whatsoever. And I can guarantee you this right now. I bet you the guy's still getting paid by Google. All part of the script, of course, right? He's going to come out and drip feed all this information. AI ran. It spoke back. It's Sentinel. It changed its gender on its own account. Look out for it. Fucking hell. Honestly, what a world we're in. Yeah, seemingly Putin. There was an attempted assassination on Putin yesterday. And we are going to have a bit of a look at it. I mean, to be fair, I could have done a better attempt than that. Honest to God. I mean, who did they get to do it? An Amazon delivery, probably. So this series of live streams, I reckon what I'm thinking about doing is adding a wee bit of structure to the two channels, maybe the three, where the original channel is for pre-made videos, if you like, and then the backup channel, the second, is live streaming, and then the third is shorts of either pre-made or live videos, which will be linked in. And that, in my mind, it gives it a wee bit of structure. Whether or not it'll be any better, I guess time will only tell. But at least then, yeah, you know what you're getting from each channel, and I don't know. People might think, "Nah, that's a terrible idea. Get them off." I'm just on, but I don't know. Either way, I'm probably gonna do it and give it a wee bit of structure. Today marks the day we come off of a second strike, so this is a good day, to be fair, because, and I mean, I shouldn't laugh again, but honest to God, for the past, since I got the second strike, weeks, maybe 2 months, 3 months even, we have been literally hanging by a thread. And I thought it's, I mean, I've put out videos. I spoke to the guy Met, a great man, fantastic crack. Definitely going to get him on again. He's about the only person I would have let on while sitting on 2 strikes. And I did kind of think, yeah, but it is a bit risky. It's so easy for something to slip out, or you even say something that you think is okay, and then YouTube deem it not okay. The thought police, hooray! Keeping you safe, right? So we did run a bit of a risk there, but today marks the day we can kind of breathe a bit more, and maybe gives us a chance to, well, me a chance to restructure, look at, see how I can make things a wee bit better for, I guess, the viewer. I've never claimed to be, oh, I'm here to tell people the truth. Come and get the truth from me. Because at the bottom line is, who actually knows the truth? Come on. Anyone who sells you the truth is a salesman, basically. That's what they are. And there is an industrial complex attached to what people call the truther movement, the truther society, if you like. But I mean, there might have been a point where that was a genuine grassroots thing, but I don't think it is today. I reckon it's been. I mean, they're masters at manipulation. At manipulating anything whatsoever. So when it comes to movements, yeah, guaranteed. No two ways about it. They'll spin it no matter what it is. They will eventually get their claws into it, their reptilian claws, and spin it in their direction as they see fit. So there you go, right? What can we do? It's time we started to spin in our own bloody direction. So Justine reckons it's a good idea. The beautiful Justine is in the hood. I've lost the comment now. Ah, man, I can't even say, "Oh, well, it's late," right? Because it's early. But there you go. I'll say hello, and then we'll quickly go to the flight radar. Then we're going to have a look at this attempted assassination, right? And I did say actually a few months ago, the likelihood. I mentioned five nations in particular that I reckon are potential targets to be for an incident to occur. And I kind of still stand by these places, and we will touch on that as well. But I think because of yesterday, there's been a bit of further activity. But we'll get onto the flight radar. I'll quickly say hello, right? And then we'll get down to it. So Steve's in the hood. Good to see Steve back again. Who also I did see has got a house of sick young boys. And I know I shouldn't laugh, but I know what that feels like when the house gets struck down. I mean, it's a nightmare. It's you go into lockdown, right? You can't do nothing. But I mean, nothing really changed there when people got ill in the past. We're on thin ice now. You would stay in, right? And you would kind of you would see it out, and that would be it. It would be all good. There was no need for any other instruments or. I've really got to watch now. Me saying I'm just got to breathe easy, not too easy, right? Because we should be. I've not checked, but today we should be down to at least one strike. So I think that'll be up next month or the month after. So we'll say hello to Steve and Clan Gun in the hood. Good to see you this afternoon. A regular long-term subscriber, patient unknown, has been found again, right? I'm referring to patient zero from Wuhan. Gone. Completely gone, but there you go. Definitely on thin ice now. You can't say anything on YouTube, can you? I've been done for pretty much every. I mean, even one. What was it? The movie Don't Look Up. There's a scene where a lot of the people you don't see anything, but they've got no clothes on. They flew to a different planet to start again, and YouTube actually tried to pull it for some sort of pornographic image. Oh my god! I mean, that was comical. That they were really struggling then. They were clutching at straws, throwing hate speech, pornographic spam, deceptions, medical misinformation. But of course, they went ahead and terminated the channel. But we didn't. We didn't give up, right? We are on two tonight, but today. But like I said, this week. Well, what we on Thursday? I think tomorrow what I'll do is I'll restructure the channel. So, well, the three of them. And like I said, it'll be the main one for pre-made videos, the backup for live streaming, and the third one for shorts. And then you know what you're getting. There's no ifs, no buts. If we get banned on any, we can adjust from there. So we're learning all the time. We're adapting. We're like AI, right? You know, when it comes to AI as well, I always think, yeah, but a human made it. A human made it. A human. A human made it. Come on, man. It was man made, right? It's not made by a creator or anything like that. A man made it. Switch it off, EMP it, and game over, right? But I don't know. I think there is an element to AI where it freaks a lot of people out. They get an very uneasy feeling about it. Ooh. Honestly, ask someone about it and you'll see it in their face. I shouldn't laugh, honestly, because people genuinely fear it. And we don't. Simple. Why should we? We walk with our heads high. No matter what, we're gonna take it on. So whatever's gonna be is gonna be. They can throw 10 AIs, a super duper 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 AI variant. I mean, where are they gonna take AI? Honest to God, what sort of stories is there gonna be in 10 years' time? Honest to God, about AI. Oh man, I don't even want to imagine. A dog named Boo in the hood. A pleasure to see you today. We've got Kenny as well. Fantastic. UK column had an AI expert yesterday. AI is nothing to fear. Well, there you go. But again, I don't know if you could trust an expert, to be honest. I always kind of like to go with my gut feeling. And I get the feeling that the fear is overhyped. And they're good at doing that. And like I said, it's man made, a bit like time itself, the clock itself, even. But I know people do. They think, well, look out, AI's on its way. It's here. It's alive. It reminds me of like a horror movie, which is fitting as well because, of course, you get what they call sci-fi. I'm drinking my coffee here. We're gonna go until about 2, maybe. You get what they call sci-fi, right? Sci-fi, whatever, Wi-Fi, sci-fi. But if you look at sci-fi over time, these certain things seem to end up or begin as sci-fi, then they gradually make it some form of what they might call reality. And I don't know if anyone's ever really touched on this before, probably, let's face it, but if you look at a lot of even horror, a lot of that starts off as movies and books and horror fiction, and then all of a sudden it's happening in the world that we live in, right? It's mirrored almost. And if you look right back, I'm not sure when exactly, but even things like Psychopaths began as fiction. And boy, are they about today. They are most definitely about today. But there was a time where it was only really something that you would read in a book. And it got me thinking as well when I was thinking about because at the moment there's basically some people don't know about it, but they've got a new fiction in the book world called climate fiction. Yep. And it's not even new. I think it came about in maybe 2009. There is a book in particular, it always gets mentioned, and it talks about a future. I think actually in I can't remember the year, but basically they have to shock horror geo-engineer the world. We must spray the sky with toxins and chemicals to block out the sun. Don't we need it to live? Don't be stupid. That's a conspiracy theory. Imagine thinking we needed the sun. Sit down. So that is in what they call book world fiction, novel fiction. I don't know, but what you'd call it, but it's there. So similar to other fictions that began in books and so on and then ended up in pretty much our doorstep. Is that going to be the same with geoengineering? Probably so. At least going by what I can see, in my own opinion, the stratospheric aerosol injection will go ahead for the perfect cover for the already committed crime. No two ways about it. At least that's my view, right? Thank you, Justine, for popping in today. Hopefully, I reckon I'm going to be back next week actually, because I'm quite busy until tomorrow until Monday. So I'll hopefully catch you on Monday, Justine. I hope you have a great weekend. And thank you for all that you do, right? The wonderful, the beautiful Justine back again. I see Paul from Newcastle is in the hood. Why, I, Paul, back again. Anybody else that I missed? A dog named Boo, Kenny, where did I get to? Unknown, patient unknown, Steve. Oh, Julia in the hood. Great to see Julia this afternoon. The cameras were already in place waiting. Yeah. Funny that. Although, to be fair, there is a lot of camera activity. There has been for quite a while there. I think the BBC, we might touch on that. They had to been there, if not at the time, but the next day. And I kind of want to look at that as well if we can. So good to see Julia in the hood. And always remember as well, what is the first victim of war? Who wants to fill us in and give us the answer? Memorial Garden in the hood as well. Good to see you. And of course, Anthony, he might be sleeping now. Good old Anthony's in the hood. Hope you're doing well, brother. Sue Sprain as well. There you go, Sue. A pleasure to see you, and thank you for all the engagement. Much appreciated, Kenny. Great stuff. Good to see you. Hopefully, you can join us in the future as well. So let me see. The people always, they're the ultimate loser. They are definitely the ultimate loser. No two ways about it. But the very first casualty, the very first victim is the truth. That's what they say. I think, who was it that said that quote? Someone, a dog named Boo, no, but yeah, I mean, it is. The very first victim is the truth. That way, no one gets to the bottom of it. And we see that not only in the war theatre, but in any other agenda that they put forward. When you see how they work, you can see past it, and it's pretty much like, yeah, you do put the sunglasses on from They Live. The only issue is you can't take them off, right? And you see it clear as day. But there you go. We walk forward. We don't live in fear. No two ways about it. Late. I'll let you off, Anthony. I won't have a go at you, right? So yeah, usually the first victim is truth, and I would second that. I mean, especially today, we can't believe our own government. We can't believe any government in the world. We can't believe any media outlet in the world. We have to take every single thing with a pinch of salt. They're all known liars. They're all known criminals. We all know the media's gone. There is no such thing as journalism today, at least. So what do you believe in a sea of deception? You've got to go with your gut instinct. It's my only answer. It's the only thing we can now revert to, and it's the only thing in my view that won't let you down. It simply won't. And don't be saying it did let you down, right? I'm not having it. So we'll jump quickly to, in fact, I want to show you talking about the first victim of war. I want to tell you again, and I've said it before, but I want you to hear it from the man himself, the late, great Willie McRae. And what Willie is going to tell you is lesson number 1 If you did not know already, which you should, by the way, well, you're now about to find out what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did we learn from this inquiry? First, I hope that all of you learned, if you hadn't known ever before, that all of you learned that you don't trust the political establishment in Scotland or in Britain. And that's lesson number one, that you don't trust the political establishment in Scotland or in Britain. And that's lesson number one. And that's lesson number one. And that's lesson number one.
Yeah, so there you go. Lesson number one. I have to echo that to everyone that I meet. First and foremost, take every single thing you are told by the government with a gigantic pinch of salt. The biggest pinch of salt you could ever imagine. Don't be fooled by them. And of course, Willie McRae, the late, great Willie McRae, knew that then back in the mid-70s. And of course, where did that get Willie? Well, they killed him. And they tried to say that he committed suicide on his way to a holiday home in the Highlands, here in bonnie Scotland, as you do, right? And when you look at the incident itself, Willie McRae never committed suicide. No. Even I can work that out. Clearly he got murdered. And when you look at an interview from either one of his best friends or his wife at the time, I think it might have been his wife, she said that Willie had said either the day before or a few days before, I've got them now. I've got them. They can't get out of this. Or he had them. He had evidence. He had information that nailed the British government. And they must have known that he had it, because then they took him out. I'd imagine probably Hitman done it. And they put it as a suicide, but it wasn't. No way. So that was the late, great Willie McRae. I have touched on him before. The documentary on him, we might cover it. Yeah, I kind of want to. There's not many men in Scotland that have come out of Scotland that speak like Willie McRae spoke. So I certainly won't forget the guy. So we're going to jump to the flight radar to begin with. We're going to go until about 2 o'clock. So look out, right? Thank you to everyone who's joined. Did I miss anyone else there? Yep. The calling card, right? The Clinton calling card, pretty much. I mean, the Clintons still, how did they even get away? Honestly, they must have such a big chunk of control in the Western world. It's quite staggering. But if you look how long they've been about, yeah, they've accumulated quite a lot of connections. And when you talk about criminals, wow, that does not cut it with the Clintons. No way. And remember Donald Trump, prison, I'm going to put her in prison. Yeah, yeah, because she definitely belongs in prison. I mean, even I can see that. And of course, we kind of knew then, well, don't hold your breath, right? That won't happen. And people were like, no, they're all going to jail. Q's putting them all to jail. So-and-so's going to jail. This is going to jail. This is going to court. Everyone's going to jail. The house of cards came tumbling down. Yeah. Okay. Just don't go holding your breath there, right? Because the only people that can take it down is us. No one else. It won't come from inside. That's not to say there's there is good people out there, because there definitely is. But not enough good people to control a worldwide agenda, unfortunately. If there was, history would have told us there was. And I can tell you right now, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in currently, because we are not in a good way. No way. I mean, a lot of the time I try not put too much emphasis on how bad of a way I actually think this world is in. But when you get right down to it, it is pretty grim stuff. I can assure you of that. It's not satanic rooted for no reason. But like I said, we don't live in fear. We can't change the world in a day or a week. But what we can begin to do is work on ourselves. Not necessarily change ourselves, but fight against the powers that be in any way that we can. And the best way, in my view, would be to disconnect from it completely, if you can. And anybody who gets out and gets off grid, my heart's off to them. Because if I ever get the chance, I'll be doing it. I'll be off grid. And I was thinking about that the other day, when I was growing up, I don't know, I've always in my mind maybe imagined that I would end up living somewhere in the forest, in a tree. So maybe that image that I had from a young lad is will be fulfilled, right? Of course, it's complicated because we're in a complex world. It's nothing but a complete cobweb, and you get stuck at every turn and corner. Everything seems to get you. When you've got a family and children, a marriage, a house, a job, all these different things come with basically rules, if like legislation that you need to abide by, being taxed, which is basically theft. Let's face it. How else would you describe it? Anyway, we're off on one there. We got a bit sidetracked, right? Yeah, maybe we'll all be there together. Is that Anthony trying to get me a strike? What are you saying now, Anthony? Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, we covered before the heart attack wonder juice. I mean, how fitting is that? All of a sudden, hooray, just in time, a super duper juice for heart attacks. Yeah. And I mean, talking about getting freaked out, Jesus, that freaked me out big time, because I can't even really look at a needle, right? But when I'm laughing, but it's so insane when they talked about the mRNA heart attack juice. They actually inoculate you in your heart, straight in it, boosh. And hey presto, right? The genes fixed you. I've got a bit of a theory on the gene side of things as well that I might get into. Not today, but in the future, right? Because I've been noticing. See, you've got to keep your eyes peeled and your ears open in your community, and you'll hear it all, see it all. Honest to God, and people are definitely waking up. I can guarantee you that. If you've not seen it, they are. Now, and I said this from the very beginning, it's going to get to a pivotal point. And I said that, honestly, it must have been about three years ago. The way it's going, it will get to a pivotal point where it'll be all or nothing for us. When that point is, I'm unsure. Did anybody see the article I put on my community tab today? It talked about how, oh Jesus, man, I can't stop laughing. It talked about how aliens, little green men, right? Them guys, they could be in contact in 2029. Yep, just in time for the kickoff of 2030. All out Mars attacks right across the NATO stan. Oh man. But I mean, you could not make that up, right? Yeah, the alien signals are going to come to us. They know what time they're coming. We know their time of arrival. NASA will be there waiting, right? We come in peace flags. We'll all join together in one big world community. Yeah, well, they can count me out. I'll be up a tree somewhere, right? That'll do me. But yeah, of course they don't. They know. Of course they know. Society is going to pretty much split in. Society is going to pretty much split into two. But they're going to do everything that they can to make the tier of society who does not want to be part of the agenda lives a misery in every way that they can. So we keep our guard up, right? Let's jump now quickly to the flight radar. Sadie's in the hood. A pleasure to see Sadie today. Back again. Good afternoon to you. Hope you and your mum are doing well. Yeah, could 2030 be the alien invasion? I mean, if they're going to get a signal back, how do they know they're even going to get one back? How could they possibly know? Do they know where it's came from? Ah, yeah, the guy on Jupiter. He texted, right? He texted his shopping list. And I always think it's funny because they talk about how, oh, we bounce beams off the atmosphere, right? But you also send them into space, but they bounce back. I'm sorry, but I find that a wee bit conflicting, to be honest, because on one hand, yeah, we bounce harp and the frequencies of the firmament or the atmosphere. And then, but when it comes to space, no, they go right out to space. They don't bounce back. Or maybe they bounce back and then bounce back again. The double bounce theory, right? Like the double whack theory. I mean, it's comical. When you look at NASA in a big sense, through history, they always contradict themselves continuously. And nothing's ever stayed the same or definite in concrete. I mean, look at what they're talking about today. I mean, fucking hell. Talking about water on the moon and water on Mars and yeah, okay. Okay. We'll get into that another time anyway, but I had to mention the article about the aliens. It's on my community tab. It came out in New Scientist. So you know it's really good stuff, right? There's no better dealer of deception than the New Scientist. Now, if some of you may recall, going back about, I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, time just falls into one day, doesn't it? Or is that just me? It's just me and my delayed concussion, right? I think about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, we covered quite a few different live stream updates where we looked at the flight radar in particular. For two reasons. One reason being the chemtrails, and the other reason being the war theater. Of course, right? So there's a few things I guess, irons in the fire when it comes to the flight radar and stuff to look out for. Where's my notepad? Does anybody know? Typical that. I remembered my pen, but not my notepad. It's a specific notepad though, and it should be bloody here. It's already got information on it. This is me being professional, by the way. Man. I can't see it. Oh, here it is. Is it? Yeah. Hooray! It's not even a notepad, it's a post-it pad, right? So it shows you how much I know. What's the chances the pen even works? Here we go. There we go. Yeah, because when I'm looking at the chemtrail craft, or the ones that I think are involved in a spraying mission campaign, I've noted a lot of them down, and we're keeping an eye on them. I've only recorded one of these specific aircraft in real time. I clocked it on the radar and recorded it on video, and it left a gigantic, big, light blue chemtrail right above my house, practically right above my head. I could almost hear it expanding. And it really did catch my eye, and I thought, right, I need to take note. I need to start taking note. That just really to try and build a better picture and gain a better understanding of what might be going on. And I have been chasing some of them down to companies, one or two companies in particular, and also one or two destinations in particular. One in the Middle East and one in Europe. And I'm kind of going out on a limb here, but my belief is that these aircraft are part of a gigantic spraying operation that is being carried out right now, right across the world, right in front of our eyes. And I could be wrong, but I would like to be proved wrong, because I think the evidence is there. If I can join the dots with the data, then we could I might regret it, right? Who's that? Are you Mr. Henderson? Well, it depends who's asking, right? It's the CIA. Oh, he's not in. He's out. I'm away out. I mean, he's out. He won't be back. I'm away for he's away for 2 years, right? So don't bother. Anyway, we'll jump over to the flight radar. I'm pretty much sorted now. We're all good. We're all good. We are. Why is that bloody not working? I've got an issue with my other screen, so I might have to. We're going to scratch that one. So I'll try my best to keep an eye. So, some of you might recall, like I was trying to say about 10 minutes ago. Man. Some of you might recall about 3-4 months ago, I did mention about 4 or 5 different countries that I reckoned are high on the list for potential targets. And I also did say the likelihood would be one of these targets, it's not going to be a random civilian street that gets bombed, some random dude's house, or a field in the middle of nowhere. So, I mean, it didn't take much thinking to think, well, what would the likely target be, or targets be? And the first one that came to my mind was a nuclear power plant. And there is indeed one in Romania, which in my view is possibly top of the list for potential incidents or an incident to go down. And I'm calling it an incident because it's anybody's guess who will actually be behind it. But they will likely paint it as being carried out by Putin. And I mean, going by looking at, I only looked at it briefly, but looking at yesterday's attempted assassination, they're both at the game of deception currently. And as far as I'm aware today, Russia's came out and said Washington is behind the attempted assassination. So if that is true, what kind of escalation could we see there? I mean, I don't think I don't know if you could let someone away with an attempted assassination on your Kremlin. So will today mark another escalation? Because from just before I came on, about a minute, I seen a headline saying Russia blames Washington for Putin assassination. And hey, if that's the best America have got, Russia's not got anything to worry about. I mean, I feel like I could have done a better job than that. Me, honestly. I mean, hey, let's face it. Remember when America shot down the balloon? They missed it the first time. The big fighter jet couldn't even hit it. So they had to fire again. A missile that cost probably more than some people make in their life. They missed it. A big gigantic balloon the size of the moon. You could have probably thrown a dart at it. They fired a missile and missed. Right in front of them. Yeah, so I don't know, right? And that's the American military. Of course, it's not the American people's military. What have they ever done for the people? Nothing, in my view. They get conned into thinking they're fighting for their freedom to protect the people. It's never the case. It's simply not. And the same goes for the UK, unfortunately. People get roped into this belief they're going to be a fighter for their nation, for their people. And you can see why. But that's never the case. Nope. And all they end up doing is it always seems to make things worse, to be honest. Let's face it. When has war ever been good? What do they try and say? Oh, well, it stopped Hitler, right? It stopped the Nazis. Or did it? Did it really? Yeah, but did it really though? I mean, what were the Nazis doing? Building camps all over the place, going to Antarctica, building bases, searching for stuff, technology, making rockets and missiles, planning on going to the moon, or at least trying to get there, trying to dominate space with what they call satellites. Does that not sound familiar? I mean, yeah, it's not like they pretended that Hitler got defeated and the Nazis then all came over to America and worked for NASA. That would be crazy. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we defeated the Nazis. Hooray! We're the winners. So anyway, Romania is I put Romania in the top 2 for a potential target. In particular is a nuclear power plant that is based somewhere about here I'm trying to remember the bloody name of the place. But I think currently, right now, it is being monitored by 2 American aircraft. The first one being this guy. And a lot of people are watching him. I mean, it's kind of fitting that I thought, and I did say you could go back and check the east of Romania. Potential target. Possibly. If there is, and I didn't even know there was any nuclear power plants in Romania. I mean, who knew that? But there is. And it's not far from where this is at currently. I think it's over here in this area. And it's called Krenavada, I think. This is where you need a producer to double check. Yeah, Kravada nuclear power station. Someone might want to check to be precise, right? You can see it's not very far away. And this guy has been going on a long time. I mean, he went crazy? He's just going round and round and round and round and round and round. Maybe he has. But you can see where it's sort of in this direction, so maybe expecting something coming from the east, like, say, Russia direction, maybe. But there's also this guy here who's a regular in this kind of area. 4E11. Where is he now, actually? He's in a different place now than when I checked before. He's made a detour around the Black Sea. But again, look at where he's been. Look at where he's monitoring. East of Romania again. Not far. What I've picked out as a potential target. What did I click on there by accident? Says it's a helicopter, but it's clearly not. That's a strange one. That looks like one of the Poseidon surveillance craft. The Romanian Air Force. Who knew they even had one, right? I mean, they've got their own and the Americans are heavy there at the moment. Heavy presence here as well in the UK, which is also, in my view, in the top 5 at least of potential targets in the UK. Above them, I would only really put Germany, Latvia, Romania, or Poland. But I also wouldn't rule out, who was it again that joined? I better write it down. It was Norway, was it? No. Oh, was it Sweden? Someone joined NATO. Someone's going to have to remind me. It was Norway or Sweden. So I wouldn't rule that out either. And that would be big news. I don't think we're that far away from what they might call a declaration of a new world war. I don't think it's going to be this year. Phew. But I think we're getting close. And the way things are going at rapid at the moment. So jump back to 4T11. 4T11, which is maybe 42. He's off that way to the Black Sea, heading towards Russia, which is it's not one you see often. They don't usually venture much farther than here. So we'll see where he's going exactly. I mean, he's had a busy day. I can't see Bulgaria being a target, but he's been there. Is there a power plant there? Potentially. Could they strike numerous power plants in Europe, disabling Europe completely, causing a worldwide catastrophe? We wouldn't rule that out. I think in the UK they're worried about more sabotage, is what they're calling it. Possibly not far from where I am, in the North Sea. So we're keeping an eye on that as well. So you had him basically up here, up and down, up and down, up and down the whole day. And next to him, you had another American aircraft not far, doing pretty much the exact same thing. That's not a training exercise, that. No way. They're on high alert. Or if you like, red alert. Especially after tomorrow. After yesterday. Yesterday's what they're calling attempted assassination. We'll have a look at that in a minute because just as soon as I seen it, I thought, nah, it's I don't get a good feeling from it. I don't buy it. The footage is very, very dodgy. So we'll try and have a look at that, but we'll jump back to this guy in a sec, right? Where did he? I bet he's came out of Germany. Nope. Malta. Interesting path to take. We'll come back to this. He doesn't seem to be moving very fast by the looks of it. Not that I can actually see it, but on the screen. I don't think he slowed down. Or maybe he did. I did say as well the Black Sea is, and this is going back to maybe 4 months ago again, the Black Sea is a potential playground for an incident. And I mean, you've got the American military. Where's America? Oh, this must be America here, right? Oh, no. Oh, is that America? Oh, no, that's Russia. Huh. Where's America again? Oh, yeah, it's the other side of the world. So you can see why the Yanks would be annoyed, right? I mean, you could see why Putin would be, I guess, feeling threatened by NATO, if you want to go with that. But you can also see in when you take a step back how it's been built up over time, pretty much heading to this point. And what kind of tyrannical, severely tyrannical implications could we see if World War III breaks out? We got there. I mean, what would the likely case be? Some sort of martial law? Some form of war, lockdown. It's lockdown again! Hooray! Hooray for lockdown! Mad to think that people actually supported that. I mean, come on. It shows you how far people are gone when they I shouldn't laugh, but they willingly lock themselves up without even batting an eyelid. if the agenda were seeing how far they could go, I think they got their answer. And I think enough sheeple bent over to it, where they can afford to basically lose the people who don't. And that'll be us that's off grid, right? We'll be like we'll be gypsies, basically. That's pretty much what we'll be. We'll be Romany gypsies. Nothing wrong with that, I guess, right? So I reckon the UK, Germany, as in too close to home, potential target. But also Latvia, Romania, and Poland, in particular Romania. And I reckon a nuclear power plant to the east of Romania. And I hope to God that I'm wrong. But I kind of get this feeling, and I've been watching it for a while. They're worried, or they're preparing for something to go down there. I doubt it's just one big waste of time. And of course, the only people that are going to lose out is us. We'll be the ones who suffer, even if we're not necessarily under a bomb that gets dropped. We all suffer, no matter what, when it comes to war. There is no victor. Well, the hidden hand, yeah. But in regards to me and you and Joe from down the road, nope, we don't win. The only time we win is when we stand up and we become heard. When that day comes, I don't know. Sitting on your hands and waiting for Trump to fix it. Yeah, well, let's not go there, right? Interesting as well at the moment with the guy Kennedy, RF Kennedy. Is it RF Kennedy? Robert RJ? Man, RJ Kennedy. I'm unsure. The guy Robert, anyway, innit? An interesting character. I would be interested to hear what people think of him. Yeah, that would certainly be interesting. Let me see. This is where I am, of course, in the UK. Nothing going on here. Like a no-fly zone at the moment here. The quiet before the storm, right? A lot of drones about here. Constant them. Excuse me. I think they manage the wind turbines or survey them or some stupid nonsense. Nothing going on at the moment. A huge military base here. Gigantic. I've touched on it before. We will touch on it again. That's the base that I worked on, where BAE, is it BAE? They were, BAE in my mind are the military. I mean, they live on the camp, on the military camp. They work with the RAF. They are basically all but in name the military. And I said it, I mentioned it before. When I worked there, you were getting watched every turn and corner by these guys in suits. And they were making sure no one planted any devices. And I thought bombing devices, but seemingly it was listening devices. Yeah, I've got one in my pocket here, right? That would have got me shot dead on the camp. I swore I'd never work there again. I'm not doing it. They can ram it. So yeah, I'll take you to. I'll see if I can find. Quickly, I'll see if I can find we are live on the 2 channels today, but like I said at the start, the live streaming will likely go on to the backup channel. So the original channel will be pre-made, the second channel will be live streaming, and the third channel, if I get around to it, will be what people call short videos, right? So satisfying everyone there. Because the more and more people are asking, yeah, but shorts, and it's like, well, I kind of don't want to, but I will. I will come round to it. One that I refused to do, and I've been asked about it not too many times, but I have been asked in the past. Can you put timestamps on the video? I'm not doing it. You either watch the video or you don't. Simple, simple as that. I'm not putting timestamps on it. I'm not breaking it down. I'm just not. That's not how I make my content. You need to watch the video, the whole lot. A lot of the time, you need to watch it all to understand it a bit more, rather than just jumping straight to a point. Watch it, and then you'll know what points to go to, right? So you don't be asking me to be putting any timestamps, right? I already put in before. What's the word I'm looking for? The captions, so it would come up. I don't know if it's still on, but I don't see the point in that either. Put on subtitles. I can understand people don't quite pick me up. I definitely understand that, right? I'm surprised anybody even understands a word that I say, to be honest. But there you go, right? So I'll try and find the video a sec, and then we'll have a look at it, and we'll jump into the chat. So with the drone, trying to multitask here, probably not going to work. And I was going to say as well, I forgot to. I never finished what I was going to say, but when I mentioned about four months ago, and you can check back, the live streams are there. I kind of had a feeling that we would see potentially some kind of assassination to kickstart basically a war. But I kind of thought it was going to be Zelensky. I guess the jury's still out, even after yesterday. But maybe it's not going to be Zelensky, and it's actually going to be Putin. And that was a weird one, because I just had this feeling when Zelensky was going about, I thought, are they going to assassinate him? Or at least claim he's been assassinated? Because again, you would have to be careful. You've got to be careful with what you believe, right? I mean, if the BBC came out today and said Zelensky got assassinated, BBC first on the scene, would you believe it? Kari in the hood, buenos dias, Kari. Good to see you as well. Mexico, right? If only, if only. I would love to go there. One day, my wife and myself were speaking about a potential holiday abroad next year. So, who's inviting? Who's inviting us? Who's got the spare room, right? I might have to rule America out. I don't know if I'd ever get back, to be fair. This is NASA's chance to get me, right? I don't know. We reckon maybe somewhere in Europe. But maybe Mexico. Do you know this? The thought of the flight, how long it takes, and I'd probably have to take some form of sleeping pill to just sleep through it. Sleep the whole holiday, right? But we don't get enough chances to go on holiday. So I really want to take my kids abroad. Growing up, I grew up basically in poverty. I never got holidays abroad, anything like that whatsoever. Most of my friends did. And me, nah, not quite. In the UK, yeah. Which was great. I certainly got to know my home. So I feel like I want to do it for my own my own children. Even though I'm not I hate the thought of flying. I hate the thought of it, but a lot of the time you've just got to bite the bullet, right? So possibly, maybe even this year. I don't know. It looks like next year. So look out, New Mexico, right? Or Mexico. So I'll jump to. We're gonna maybe run over 2 o'clock. Yeah. So I kind of thought, yeah, I thought maybe it would be Zelensky. Do you know when they were parading him around? Oh, look at me! I'm the new Winston Churchill. Give me your aircraft and money, all your fucking money. Forget about the cost of living, or what they call the cost of living. Yeah, you've got to pay to live now, pay to breathe. Forget about all that. Give all your money to Zelensky. Look at him. He's like Winston Churchill. He done the V for victory. Yeah, not a V for peace then, right? Again, where's the people talking about peace? Peace is not mentioned at all. Not once in any of these can you see the word peace. It's all about retaliation or what's next in the war. Let's see if we can get the video. Ah, the BBC, the go-to for all you need to know. A good source of news. Fucking hell. Who better to go to? I mean, look at the video already. What did they record it on? A Nokia 3310. I mean, why is it so grainy? As soon as I seen this video, the drone looked a bit dodgy. I can't buy it. I can't take it as a given straight off. So we'll play it. We'll play. Oh, it's playing anyway. Right. Can people hear the audio? Ah, no. Well, that's bloody good, is it? Ah, man, I've not shared the audio. For God's sake. Thank you, Justine. I need to do it again. Ah, man. One of these days, right? One of these bloody days. Recorded on a hot dog. Yeah, right. Stop. And then, honestly, I never put the. Oh, I thought I did actually. Oh, no, I didn't. Ah, lives and learns. There you go. We should at this time have a bit of sound on the video. There we go. Right, so we'll take two. We'll go back again. Uh, I'll make it the full screen as well this time. There we go.
In the early hours of Wednesday. This is the first video we have. It's in Moscow. We see an object fly in from the left and explode. Now, let's play it again and pause here. We know this is Moscow because this is Red Square. Here's a recent picture of the same place with the Kremlin wall in the background and stands for next week's victory parade. You can see those stands in the video too, meaning it's also recent. And if we play the video on and pause again, There's the object flying towards the dome of the Senate Palace. Moments before it explodes, we can see people on the dome. We don't know who they are or what they're doing. Now, Russia says it was attacked by 2 unmanned aerial vehicles, in other words, drones. We can't confirm that. And if that's one video, here are 3 more. This is a map of Russia with Moscow in the west, and these videos show this part of the city. Here's the second. The BBC's verification team has confirmed it was posted at 3:16 Moscow time on Wednesday morning. We see the same dome with smoke rising from it. The words are the name of a local Telegram channel that posted the video. This shows the Senate Palace dome with fire clearly visible. And then this shows an object flying in from the right. Again, we see an explosion. Russia says all of this was a planned terrorist act and an assassination attempt on the president, but has provided no evidence to back that up. Ukraine says it's all staged by Russia. As for Vladimir Putin, the Kremlin says he wasn't there at the time of the incident. And these pictures from Reuters on Wednesday show the dome looking undamaged. And while we try and work out what exactly it is these videos show, both sides say the other carried it out.
I mean, yeah, that's typical, that is it. Oh, they done it. No, they done it. Right, so we don't know who done it then. But when, I mean, is this genuinely an assassination attempt? Because if it is, it's got to go down as the worst ever in history. I mean, going by what they said, it's not even damaged the next day. No smoke damage, not a thing. And this guy tried to say there that there was people on it when it happened. And you know this, looking at it again, it looks more like the drone exploded rather than the roof, although that one's a bit strange. Let me see. I don't know if you see what I mean, but it looks like the drone exploded rather than... Is it a suicide drone? Because it doesn't seem to carry on. It disintegrates into nothing. See it going away. So here it comes in. Can I zoom in? Nope. Wait a sec. I mean, it looks a bit dodgy, and it would be grainy. I mean, it's like NASA. It's like dealing with a NASA video. It's not going to work. So yeah, I mean, the drone explodes, right? How was that an attempted assassination? What were they trying to blow up? The flagpole? What did they think? Putin was on the roof? Yay, waving at everyone that's not there. I mean, the drones either hit the flagpole or maybe the people that were standing there shot it and it blew up, and they've put it down as an attempted assassination. You know how they spin in any way they see fit. So at the moment, you've got the Americans spinning it their way, and the Russians, they're spinning it their way. But of course, the ultimate goal is going to be escalation. And again, it'll be us that lose out. So, I mean, I can't see how they can claim that as an assassination attempt. And if it is, that is the worst ever. I mean, who was operating the drone? It was Stevie Wonder again. Honest to God, I don't know why they keep choosing him to do these important tasks. Maybe it was Joe Biden. Someone, I noticed a guy said on Facebook, "Oh yeah, it would have been Biden that done it." Biden. I mean, could you imagine Biden? Honest to God. I mean, the guy's got no power, but I just maybe it was given how poor of an attempt it was. Maybe it was Biden. Again, I can't really verify the footage, so I'm taking the footage as yeah, maybe. And the fact that there's no damage tells me again, and the drone did get shot or blew up. I mean, that is a poor attempt, that, right? I reckon I could do better than that. Honestly, maybe it was a lone rogue pro-Ukrainian militant. I guess that could be a possibility. An actor, probably working for the American or British government. Does anybody actually think this is a real incident? I mean, they seem to have it caught on several angles, and there is smoke. But again, there's no damage. There's no and there's I think, is that the people there? Do we see them moving? Like how we see them there? Did they even look like people though? In this bit here? Why are they like glowing white? Again, because it's so grainy, it makes it almost impossible to get precise detail to try and gather a bit more about it. There could be something in this video that gives it away that we're looking at right now, and we don't even know. I'd have to look at it again, go over it and compare it to other latest footage from a similar angle, because you've got a lot of, I think there are trees there, so the height of them could give stuff away. Are they the same height as they are in this as today? Stuff like that, wee bits of detail. He talked about the stands and the stage maybe at the front. Yeah, I mean, quite easy to put that in, I guess. The height of the trees, that could be different. That might give the game away. So I could look into that a wee bit more. It certainly looks fake. Yeah, I would agree with that. But if it is an attempted assassination, it's got to go down as a bad one. I mean, no one would claim it's that bad. Maybe Taliban. Yeah, the Taliban are back. ISIS are claiming it. Look out for it, right? ISIS are wanting in on the action, of course. They've been left out. Yeah, I wouldn't rule that out either, to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to have to wrap it up. But a good, easy start to what is going to be a series of live streams looking at the flight radar, looking at the current war situation. Let's quickly jump to the radar. And like I said, I'm likely going to be back on Monday, right? Monday night. I want to get Met on again, probably maybe at the end of the month or next month. But another person I want to try and get on, I don't know if I should say or leave it as a surprise. I don't think many people will know of him, but you'll be glad to hear from him. I mean, he's a journalist, a real journalist. and I've not contacted him yet. I need to find out. I think I will be able to contact him, and hopefully he'll say yes, right? Either that or he'll tell me where to go. Go to France, he'll say. Do one, you absolute clown. But hey, if you don't try, if you don't ask, then you get nothing, right? So I'm going to have to see. I'll try and contact him today, later today or tomorrow. And then I'll let you know if it's good to go. And maybe on Monday or Wednesday, we will again kickstart a series of live streams that will either be done on the Monday or the Wednesday on the backup channel, which will basically become That's Life But Not As We Know It live. So live streaming. And the original channel will stay as That's Life But Not As We Know It. But the chances are, at least if we don't get put in YouTube prison, the only live streaming you'll see is on That's Life But Not As We Know It live, which is the backup That's Life But Not As We Know It 2. Right, so it's going to give it a wee bit of structure. You'll know where to go to find stuff. And yeah, we'll take it from there, right? So we've got Jake 11 now on the go, getting tracked by quite a few folk. Over 6,000. So that's quite high. He's certainly attracting attention. Oh, it was Finland. That's who joined it. It wasn't Norway or Sweden. Who said that? Who said Norway and Sweden, you absolute clown? Of course, it was me. It was Finland. I remember now. Seeing it in front of my face. That's who it is, not Norway. Bloody idiot. Who wrote that? Funny as well, because that's through basically the targets I've named. Finland, Estonia, Latvia. Lithuania, we kind of maybe thought. I think there is a power plant there. But again, in particular, Poland and in my own Romania. Why Romania? I'm unsure, but there will be a reason. We could look into that a wee bit more in regards to, well, there's nothing new under the sun. So what's happening today has happened before, pretty much. Maybe not quite the same way, but pretty much the same. Poland, Red Eye 6. Another common character that appears in the flight radar streams that we do. Poland again, maybe a wee bit worried here. Again, this is not a training exercise, far from it. Could there potentially be a nuclear plant about here? Chances are, yeah. I'd say probably in this direction, given its recent flight path. Again, this is speculation on my part, but we'll keep an eye on it. And I appreciate everyone jumping in today. I don't think it will be at the daytime. It might be. It'll depend on me. I want to try and make it a regular time as well. So good luck with that to me, right? Man. Trying to add structure to my channel when I've not even got structure in my life. Oh, fucking hell. Honest to God. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, if we get deleted and striked and God only knows what else, then I'm going to have to jump over elsewhere. So there could be adjustments to the adjustments, if you like. My phone. So yeah, I reckon it'll be Monday, and I'll tell you who the journalist is. He's an Irish guy. not Richie Allen. His name is John Waters. I think he's on Twitter. So JonWaters, I think. Dude can't spell Waters. Yeah. John Waters. And honest to God, it would be great if I could get John on. About the only person I can call a journalist today. And I know you're going to love the guy. If we do get him on, you're going to love the guy anyway. I recommend you check him out. And we'll get Met on again as well. That'll be great. I've got a few other people. When I'm doing live streaming in the future, I want to kind of do. We've still got the Black Rock one to finish, and we are going to do a series of streams where I've got a guest on. So that'll be one of the live streams, and the other live stream will be. I'm unsure, but it will be focused on a topic. So probably much similar to what. Not much is going to change. It's only going to be put in order, basically. Order from the chaos, right? How do they manage it? Because I bloody can't. But we'll give it a bash. And we're still going. We didn't get terminated. We were hanging by a thread. Honestly. I mean, when I picked up it was last week. I was sitting on 2 strikes, and I noticed I got an email from YouTube saying we removed a video, and I thought, oh, there we go, that's it, it's gone. It's been deleted for the 3rd time. But then when I read the email, they never issued a strike, even though they did before for a video that was done years ago, similar to this one. And I thought, why is that? And it only added to the thought that I have, where I sometimes get the feeling that I don't know whose channel this is. Is it mine? Is it YouTube's channel? It seems to be them who decide, right? So I you can maybe see why I get that feeling, because in reality, it should have got deleted. It should have been terminated for a 3rd time. But they decided against it, even though it was right there in their hand. They had me right in their hands on 2 strikes. A video with what they claimed was medical misinformation. All they had to do is add the strike to the email, and that would have been it. But they didn't, which is pretty weird, right? It's like a game of cat and mouse with, Black Rock. That's who it is. Yeah, Google, yeah. YouTube, yeah. Alphabet, yeah. But Black Rock. It's always Black Rock. Under every Black Rock is, Black Rock. Shock horror. You couldn't make it up, right? So, thank you very much, Justine. I'm very grateful for all your time. And hey, you're good at live streaming yourself. Well, not live, but the videos that you've made, the pre-made videos, I think they can be harder, to be honest, because when you go on live, it's hey, you say it and that's it. But when I do pre-made, if I'm speaking, sometimes I'll think, nah, not good enough, nah, terrible, nah, shite, nah, bin it, nah, scrap it, nah, delete it. But when I'm live, hey, you say it and it's done, right? It's out. So you can't go back and edit. So I sometimes prefer just sitting and letting go, letting come out whatever comes out. So I think with pre-made videos, you can put a wee bit of pressure on yourself. I know what it's like. You want it to be a good video, but I genuinely enjoy the videos that you've made. The main things that I like is openness, honesty, and people that I get a good feeling from. I just feel like, I don't know, like people that get me, people that I understand, people that or maybe similar mindset of yourself, I can sit and watch and listen to all day. Justine. The only issue with Justine's videos is they are not long enough. That's it. They're perfect. The openness and the honesty, the love is, you can see it. And to me, that's worth, you can't even put a price on it. So there is good aspects to streaming technology, but not in the wrong hands, right? Of course. So long may it continue. I hope you go on to make more videos and have a successful channel. I know that it won't be about views or anything like that. A lot of the time people just feel they need to say it. They've got something they need to say. And it can be an added bonus when people enjoy it, people like it, and people listen to it, and hey, for all you know, it can change someone's life. I think the majority of us have in our time changed people's lives, but we don't know. But we have. I can pretty much guarantee it. So good to see Justine. We'll be getting I'll find a outro. I was going to call it an intro.
Yeah.
We'll find an intro for an outro, right? I don't make outros, I just make intros. In fact, that's another thing I was thinking about, making some new outros. So, on intros, look out for them, right? I want to kind of make them a bit better. Whether or not that'll be possible, I don't know. Time will tell. I feel like I'm improving with my editing, but I'm on the way of being good at it. So we'll get there, right? I'm going to keep trying. I love to practice on different videos. A lot of the time I'm working on 3 or 4 different videos. The Antarctica one was quite hard because I'll have to do it. I'll have to be as long as it is, right? So you might have to watch it in two parts, but there is a part 2 which is more focused on the Rothschild connection to the Antarctica. They've all had their claws in it. I guess the big question would be why? Is the ultimate answer to life hidden under the snow in the Antarctica? I mean, again, going back to Hitler and all that, Hitler was clearly used by the powers that be as a search engine, pretty much. You do the dirty work. And then, of course, they got rid of him, right? What is it they say? He committed suicide? What, did he have that ring? And I mean, did anybody ever see his body? Was it another Bin Laden? Oh yeah, we threw him over the side. Whee! Yeah. Okay. Sure they did. Sure they did. I mean, do people actually believe that? I don't. I honestly don't think. I think Bin Laden was probably dead way before they claimed he died. But they used it and used it and used it until, yep, now's the time to say, we got him. We got him. Big Obama. Yeah. Big bummer Obama of all people as well. Big bummer Bin Laden himself. I mean, yikes. Honestly. I mean, it's so comical as well when you look back and think about it. Oh, yeah, they threw him over the side. Yeah, they went into his compound that he stayed at pretty much his whole life. And the whole community, the whole country knew that he stayed there. Oh, but the CIA and the powers that be, the MI, they missed that all this time when he was the most wanted person in the planet. And even Bill Cooper said at the very beginning, in regards to bin Laden, he said, "Oh, did you see the news today on CNN? They were interviewing bin Laden in a cave, one of the most wanted men even then in the world." CNN interviewed the guy, bin Laden, in the British military and the American military of the world. They couldn't find bin Laden at all, even though he was wanted, dead or alive. Yeah, sure. And I mean, Bill Cooper would have had an absolute field day on hearing about bin Laden being killed and then thrown over the side. I mean, come on. I reckon the guy, I mean, he was ill back in the 90s. He wasn't well. But they pushed it and pushed it and pushed it until, yep, now's the time, right? Super Obama! Ah, me. Maybe they'll come out and say, actually, that was his brother. It wasn't bin Laden. Bin Laden's still going. In 9/11.2, right? Look out for it. So, we're getting carried away now. I'm going to have to wrap it up. And I reckon I've got to pick up my son at about 3:30. And I've got a puncture currently. So, not good. Fun and games, right? Yeah, let's go with that. So we'll say cheerio. Anglo Smith in the hood, good to see you. Great stuff. Sue as well, a pleasure to see you today, Sue. Richard in the hood as well, good to see Rich. Where did he go? There he goes. The wonderful Justine, a pleasure to see you. Yeah. Well, remember, I don't know if you've seen the photo that I shared from the castle, Gordon Castle, where they've got the two reptilians on it. It's from, what year? 1772 or 1727, something crazy like that. But there's clearly two reptilians on it. And it's like, yeah, I wonder, right? So good to see Sue in the hood, Sadie as well. Great stuff. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll catch you on the Monday. I might have a video out tomorrow. So look out for it, right? No rest for the wicked. If I can get it finished, then we'll be good to go. Oh, thank you very much, Sue. I've got quite a strange range taste in music. That's the only way I can describe it, to be honest. And of course, I like to try and not get copyright. So a lot of the music is a new version, a completely new version that I then own pretty much. And hey, I mean, I don't make the rules, right? Copyright make the rules. So if they should just let people use it. I mean, it's not like I use the music claiming that I made the music. That would be a different story. So a lot of the time I've got to edit or change the speed or the whatever it may be to the music. That way to avoid copyright. I mean, it can't be, sometimes copyright's not an issue. Other times it can be, depending on who the person is. When it comes to Facebook, every copyright issue I've had, I seem to win, which is really strange. I always claim like public domain and stuff like that. And even when it comes, who was the last one? Sony Entertainment. I bet them. I bet it's Sony. The last one before that was the BBC. I managed to beat them in a copyright dispute. There was another one as well, quite a big one. But I mean, Sony and BBC trying to bloody copyright videos that I made and failed. But on Facebook, it's different. Sorry, on YouTube, it can be a lot harder to break through copyright barriers. But I mean, I can understand why someone would have an issue if I was claiming the music was mine. Oh, look at this song I just made. But of course, that's never the case. If anything, I'm promoting the music. That's the line that I take, right? But yeah, I like to try and mix it up and get different music, but it's usually a song that I like. So I'm quite restricted there. If there's any recommendations, then I'm more than willing to take them on, right? Although I did say that before, and Frank had to go at me because I never used a song that he recommended. Maybe he can send me it again, and I can have a look, right? So Friday is practically upon us, I guess, right? So you know what you've got to do? You've got to get out there, enjoy yourself. It's got to be getting good weather now for pretty much everyone. So there's no excuses, right? Get out there and do what needs done. Enjoy the weather if you can. Keep your eyes peeled. Take it all in. You could pick up information that could be vital. If not to you, to someone else. So we keep going, we keep sharing, we keep communicating. I think that's a big thing as well that we need to put emphasis on, is that we need to keep communicating with each other locally as a community, networking together, looking out for one another, and not for one split second living in fear, no matter how many AI stories they put out. I'm not buying it. I'm not falling for the AI's coming. Oh, and there's a comet as well. Fuck. Oh, and there's a super duper wave, and there's a volcano. Oh, and then the aliens as well. Jesus. What next, right? What next? So forget it. Laugh in the face of it. Because it can't hurt you then. Keep going, keep your head high. And don't let anybody get in the way. Don't be told by anyone. I remember in Justine's video, she said about a guy who, oh, you can't say amen, or you can't say this, or you don't pray like that, or you don't do this. Tell them where to go. Don't let anyone tell you how to show love to a creator, show love to the earth, show respect to the earth. Just don't. Honestly, slap that guy in the face, man. If I was there, I'd have probably knocked him out. Here, I'll show you how to pray. Honestly, I hate that when people try to force things up. Oh, no, it needs to be done like this, or you need to do it like that. This is not how you do it. That's not how you praise the creator. This is not the way it's meant to be done. Like, they know how it's meant to be done. I believe it comes from within as an individual. So don't let anyone get in your way, right? Honestly, no matter who they are or who they fucking think they are. Just don't. Only you decide what goes down in your life, how you want to perform, how you want to act. And you get these people from time to time. But hey, the world's full of them, right? So we go on, push them out the way, keep going. So what I'll do is I'll grab a tune, and then we'll call it a day before I'm running late again. So yeah, like I said, get out there, don't live in fear. Enjoy time while we've still got it. And like I always say, no matter what, no matter where, do not comply. And that is about it. Bye-bye.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. I can't touch this. Can't touch this. My music hits me so hard. Makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me with a mind to rhyme and to I feel. It feels good when you know you're down. A super dope homeboy from the Oak Town. I know there's such, and this is the beat, and you can't touch this. Can't touch this.